Hey everybody, how's it going? I would like to draw a yak today. If you don't know what a yak is, it's like a cow, but it's really shaggy. So I'm going to draw a really shaggy cow today. Okay, got my paper here. It is oriented landscape because yaks tend to be more horizontal than vertical. I'm going to use all my pens here because yaks are very hairy, and I have to use all my pens to make this hair look good. So I'm going to go quick and I'm going to make a silly yak. When I draw cartoons, I find that the faster I go, the funnier they look. So let's not spend too much time. There's my eyes, my yak's eyes. Coming on down from those yak's eyes, put in a yak nose. Okay, that's pretty much all you need to make a yak, honestly. The rest of it is just hair and horns and hooves. So let's give our yak some bangs. Coming out of these bangs, I'm going to put in some horns. Horns tend to be curved, and I like to actually draw horns using straight lines. I always push the lines. I never pull the lines, never pull it towards myself. I always push it away from myself. Anyway, put in some ears here. And there we go. That's our yak. That's our yak head. Let's put our yak body in. Ready? So we're just going to make a big, hairy lump. And coming down from this, like a curtain of hair. Okay, there you go. Now let's put in some yak legs. Just come on straight down here. I mean, I'm sure there's really interesting stuff happening with their muscles and how their bodies are shaped, but I mean, really when you draw a yak, it's just all about the hair. When I draw cows, I always draw kind of a rectangular hoof with a little triangle taken out of it, and I like to go big and clunky. So don't be afraid to just draw some big clunky hooves here. I think you probably could draw them and make them too big, but I don't think I've ever done that. I think it's always good to go big and clunky with hooves. Excuse me. Alright, there's a good yak. I'm going to go back and grab my ballpoint pen here and just start pushing hair up from the bottom of my yak. You can see that there's spots where the hair like goes outside the lines I already drew with my Sharpie. That's okay. Don't worry about that. You can push it up really far. If you do light lines here and then little darker lines here, that really kind of helps create the illusion of hair and shading. So don't be afraid to go back and scrub in some darker lines down here. Drawing yaks is fun because you just kind of make them hairy. Lots of scratchy, hairy lines. Okay, what I might do now is grab my, what is this, a roller Sharpie? And go ahead and do the same kind of thing. Just placing in some of that yak hair. Let me go back up here. I mean, really, you could do whatever you want. Yaks are just a good excuse to play with this whole technique of making things kind of hairy and scratchy. So, just draw 6 or 7 yaks. See what works, see what doesn't. Just experiment. And when you're ready, you can finish off with a little shadow at the bottom. I like to use my chisel tip marker from time to time. Just draw a little shadow here on the ground. Give my yak something to stand on. And there we go. He needs eyebrows. There's a yak eyebrows. Okay, everyone. Thanks very much for drawing a yak with me today. I'll see you around.